Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Champions Table. I'm the TCT president, Josh Bailey, and tonight we are going to have an exclusive interview with one of the competitors on the TCT tour this year, Mr. Caleb Holly, wow. Mr. Caleb Addison, our TCT director, is going to be interviewing Kayla Holly, who is going to be on the tour in action this year, and I'm going to bring them here in on the screen with us. As you come in and join us live, drop a karate gi emoji, and we are excited and pumped up and ready for the tournament this weekend. Everything looks good on our end that we are live, ready to go. Drop the comments and we will see them. If you have any questions throughout the show, feel free to ask us anything and we will answer them the best we can. Now, before we dive into the interview, I will give you guys a quick update on the tournament once I get signed in to my Juventex. This Friday at 4:30, we're kicking it off with breaking, and then we get right into creative forms, weapons, musical forms, and weapons, and then into open rank sparring. Open rank sparring is on Friday. Point sparring in regular age and belt divisions is Saturday, and so is continuous sparring is going to be on Saturday. So right now, as of 316, we have nobody. Let me pull this up. We have 237 pre-registered competitors ready to rock and roll this weekend. So it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna bring these guys on, and I hope you guys enjoy the interview. Let me make sure I can pull them in, and they are on and unmuted. Hey guys, how's it going?
Doing good. Josh, for your info, we still don't see anything on our screens.
All right,
Um,
let me see if I can pull you guys.
I can see that we're on the stream. I'm looking at the stream on my phone, which I can rock with that. I don't care. As long as Kayla's cool with it, I'm good.
We're good.
All right, good to go. All right, guys, go for it.
Cool, cool. All right. And Josh, I know names are kind of hard, man. I understand.
You know what? I'm
All
gonna mute
right.
myself and I'll come back at the end. See y'all.
Cool.
It's funny because
All
my dad
right.
actually referred to me as Mr. Kayla today in front of the kids.
Oh, that's tough.
So,
That's tough.
yeah. It doesn't help I look
Man.
exactly like him either.
Um, well, as Josh said, hey everybody. Welcome back to the Champions Table. Look forward to talking with Kayla tonight and seeing all the stuff that comes in on the chat and everything else. I know that I saw Kayla this past weekend at the Universal Martial Arts Championships down in, if I don't say it right, my wife might throw something at me from behind me, Lancaster, South Carolina. Um, Kayla did pretty good at that event. I spent a lot of the day watching what she was doing. I was watching my students as well, but uh, watching what Kayla was doing, watching what a lot of the other TCT competitors were doing at that tournament. Kayla, overall, how do you think that event went for you?
It was a good warm up event. It was my first time doing the form that I'm going to be doing this weekend at the Great Southeast Open. So it was a really good warm up event for me. Good to get the juices flowing.
Awesome. You did pretty good. I know that you won your Korean division, right?
I did.
Awesome. I know that you're going to be fighting this weekend, I'm sure. Am I correct on that?
Yes, I'll be fighting this
I
weekend.
don't think a Holly knows how to go to a tournament that they're competing in and not fight. So I assumed you'd
Do
be
you?
throwing gloves with somebody. Um, so Kayla, a little bit about you. Where are you from? What dojo you with? What team you with? All that kind of good stuff.
I am from Pageland, South Carolina, and I'm from Pageland Martial Arts, and now I will be representing the Immortals National Competition Team, which is
That's
very
cool.
fun.
That's with Daryl Carter, correct?
It is.
Cool. Oh, I see the shirt. I see the shirt. Still waiting
Yeah.
on Daryl to to hook a brother up with one, but nah, I'm messing. Um, that's cool. How long have you been training, Kayla? I know that I've seen you at tournaments for a long time. How long have you been in the sport?
Since I was like 6.
Since
I'm
you were
24
six.
now, so y'all do the math.
Oh, I don't feel like doing the math. Hey, someone in the comments, do the math for us real quick. I guarantee we see Mark throw it up there real quick.
He's typing now.
Yep, yep. So with that, how long you've been doing martial arts since you were six? How long have you been competing?
um, that is a hard question. I competed for maybe like a year or two when I was really younger, but I took a break. I took a very long break from competing and a whole lot of other stuff. And then I came back to the sport to compete when I was 19, I think.
Okay. I know that I've seen you in there the past few years. There was a little
Mhm.
time that I took a break there for a little bit too while I was in college and everything. And then I came back into it. So I think we took a break around the same time and I think almost came back around the same time.
Yeah. You kind of always find
So
your way back home in that way.
exactly. Exactly. It's hard to actually leave this sport. I don't think anyone can ever fully leave what this is. I think it becomes part of your blood at some point.
Yeah. I mean, it was literally part of
Especially
ours.
yeah, I mean, your dad's been doing it forever. My dad's been doing it forever. I mean, we've both been in this sport for our whole lives. So, but so doing it forever. I keep on going back to that. Apologies. So you've been training for chat says 18 years. So we're gonna go with 18 years. I trust the math. There's some people on there who haven't been punched in the head a lot. I know Mark put an answer on there, but he's been punched a lot. But Amy Sommers, she put 18, so I'm gonna go with it. That's what Mark put. Good job, Mark. Um, what's your favorite part about competing? I know that you've been in this a long time. What's your favorite part about it?
um, my favorite part about competing is watching the younger ones' growth throughout the season. I mean, I am
Yeah.
biased, especially with my own students, but even students from other schools, I love to watch their own personal growth throughout the season.
Right. That's always a fun part, for
Yeah.
sure. I've been running a team for a while. I used to run a dojo for a long time, and one of the coolest parts, just like you said, is always being able to see your people grow in the sport. There's it's always cool and fun to be able to go out and win everything and go to all these tournaments and compete and do all those things, but it means a whole lot more. I agree with you. It means a whole lot more when you get to watch your people grow
Right.
and do what you spent your whole life doing. Someone said we all know Joseph is your favorite competitor.
Was it Megan? I can't see it.
Yeah,
It was Megan. Yes, he's 3. He just competed this past weekend for the first time, and
that's
he
cool.
looked adorable in his little uniform. He did so good in flag sparring. He
I
was
think
great.
I saw him over there. I saw him in y'all's team lineup. I do know that.
Mm.
So you've been competing for a while. How many years have you been going to the Great Southeast Martial Arts Open?
Mm, I think this might be the second time with the name the Great Southeast Open. This is the third
Fair
time.
enough.
This is the third time. This is the third time. I've went to all of them with the name the Great Southeast Open.
Okay. Before that, it was I know it was the
Hub
Hub
City
City
Classic.
Classic. Um, what's your favorite part about the event that Josh throws? I know it's typically a pretty solid event. I've yet to have any complaints when I go. What's your favorite part about the event?
My favorite part out of the event is the camaraderie between everyone. We
Yeah.
always even though there's rival teams at these events, we all still come together as a family, as one. But
I think
also,
I
Joshua
think
Sparkly Suits. Joshua Sparkly
I'm
Suits.
sorry, I didn't catch the last part of that.
Joshua Sparkly Suits.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, how
The,
can you not
the
like
glitter
the
shoes,
sparkly
the
suits?
suit, glitter beard. Come on.
Dude, I was asking him how is he gonna top what he's been doing at championships now that he's taken on the president role. I don't know what he's gonna wear at championships this year, but it's gonna have to be extravagant to be able to uh
Yes.
fill in that gap, I guess. I don't know.
You haven't seen nothing yet.
Oh,
Oh,
there he is.
oh, oh.
Oh boy.
I'm
So
scared.
since he's still here, Josh, I would love to get a little sneak peek. Text me what you planning on doing for the tournament this coming weekend. I feel like I gotta try and color coordinate with you a little bit. I'm not doing that, Kayla. I'm not doing it. Um, so going into the Great Southeast Martial Arts Open, I know that you mentioned to me that you had something pretty cool you wanted to show off.
Yes. I'm going to back this up a little bit. Okay. So, obviously, as we all are, I am gunning for a win this weekend. But I'm gunning for a win this weekend because my dad actually won at this tournament on this exact weekend in 1998, and I have the trophy. It's very cool. It's very old. Um, it's kind of fallen apart a little bit, but this is a
Oh wow, that's a
very
big
cool
trophy.
piece of history. Yes.
Sorry, I'm going off a little bit of a delay because I don't have it on my big screen, so I'm checking it out at the same time as the rest of the chat.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
big trophy.
very
The picture you sent me of the
cool.
trophy didn't do it justice. Holy cow.
Yes. And then it has that big thing at the bottom that has the exact weekend on it. It's from 1998.
That's really
I like
cool.
the American
Being
flag
able
details on it. I think that's cool.
being able to put something like that right beside uh yours as long as you win this weekend in the dojo is gonna be really cool.
Right. That would be really cool.
So with that, what if you're okay with answering this? I know some people don't want to answer this kind of stuff. What do you plan on competing in this coming weekend? Like what are you shooting for?
I will be competing in Japanese Okinawan traditional forms, Korean traditional forms, and point fighting this weekend.
Okay. Japanese, Korean, and point fighting. Are you gonna try out that continuous division that Josh is doing?
No, sir, I am not. I am more than happy to watch, but I will not be. I'm excited to watch, but I will not be participating in that.
I think it's
Not
gonna
this
be a
time.
really fun division to watch for sure.
Yes, I'm very excited to watch it. And if there's any more 18 plus females that are doing it, then you have my full support 100%. I will be cheering you on the entire time.
So, other than you, who do you think is a good person to watch out for this coming weekend?
Hmm.
Because there's a lot of people trying to make a name right now. You know what I mean? There's a
Right.
lot of people trying to make a name. Other than you, who do you think would be a big one to watch this coming weekend?
Hmm. Let's see. There are a lot of very good ones.
Oh yeah,
Honestly, I would watch out for Anna McCarty. I just
yeah.
competed against her this weekend, and she was on her game. Definitely,
She
definitely
was
on her
killer
game.
this weekend.
Hmm.
I saw her tossed out a ridge hand in one of her fights that was whew. It, it would have hurt. It would have hurt for sure.
I was standing pretty far away, and I heard it, and I was like, "Oh, oh!"
It was a good
I
ridge hand. I
kept
can't
my
even lie. It was a
distance when
good
I
ridge
fought
hand. So with all of that, with what you plan on doing this weekend, is there anything that you specifically are gunning to win the most?
her. I should say that I'm gunning to win fighting the most. I should say that simply because I do come from a fighting school, but um, I've been working extremely hard on my traditional forms, and I am looking to pull out a win in traditional forms this year.
And I've heard a lot of people talking about you with your traditional lately. It's not unknown. It's not unnoticed that you've been working hard on your traditional because it's been in a lot of people's conversation with your traditional katas from what I've been hearing at tournaments and around the circuit and everything. So it shows. It shows that you're working hard on it. So I'm excited to be able to watch it again this coming weekend. And anyone who can be over at the adult black belt rings, go watch Kayla do her kata this weekend. No stress, Kayla. Um, but
No
she is
pressure.
working hard on it, and it's very obvious. So give her an audience. So how hard have you been training? I know you said you've been training, you've been working hard, you've been doing this, but how hard have you been training? Not what's your training regimen. No one needs to know people's training regimen. But like scale from 1 to 10, how hard are you working to get what you want?
It's got to be a 10. I mean, there have been some nights that I have been in here bawling, crying, wanting to quit, but I kept getting back up and kept going. And that's the way that it should be.
I know that I talk to your dad on the phone a lot, and I will 100% say your biggest cheerleader is your dad, for sure.
I
He
know.
that man talks so highly of you on the phone every day. It's always Kayla goes straight from work, straight to karate, stays at karate all night, and doesn't go home until she's satisfied with how hard she's worked. And you work hard from the conversations that I have with your dad. There's two people that I talk to more than anybody else, and it's Josh Bailey and Mark Holly. So he talks a lot about you and how hard you work. So I knew the answer to that before I even asked it. So we know that you do traditional Japanese, traditional Korean, and point fighting. Is there anything new that you're wanting to try your hand at? Is there any new divisions that you want to try?
You broke up a little bit, but I'm going to assume you asked if there was anything new that I was wanting to try.
Yeah, any kind of new division that you're wanting to give a shot.
Um, I've been eyeing creative weapons. My
Okay,
mom actually got me a boken for Christmas, and my dad said that I have to write a 3-page paper on the sword before he will teach me anything to do with the sword. So I'm
that's
working
cool.
on that 3-page paper because I want to learn the sword and I would like to do something creative with it. Because everybody's seen me in traditional. Um, I would like to step out with a couple of creative things. I can't do very many flips or tricks, but I think it would just be a fun little time filler slot in a tournament and a good little warm up before I fight.
I like the creative katas without all the flips. Honestly, I do. I think when you really nail down the martial arts, the strikes, the stances in a creative fashion, I think it stands out just as much as someone who's doing all the kicks and flips and everything else. So that's my
Right.
take on it. But I think it'd be really cool to see you in one of those divisions. I think that that would shake up the division a lot because I know for a fact if you did it, you would lock in and you would do really good with it. So,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
well, I have one more question for you, and I know it might take a second for you to uh, do it all, but any kind of not call outs, but shout outs, coaches, instructors,
Um,
teammates, people that have helped get you where you are today.
Jeez. Huh. That's a lot of people. Obviously, my dad, because he
Sure.
is my instructor, and obviously, he is like my number one cheerleader in this sport. Um, obviously, Daryl Carter. He
Right.
is one of my coaches on the Immortals, and he is great. He is amazing, um, giving me this opportunity, and I thank him so much. I love him so much for that. Um, everyone back home that cheers me on from back home, whenever I travel to all these different tournaments, um, you know who you are. I really appreciate you. Everyone from Team One More Round, that is my family. That is my first karate family. Love them so dearly, and they're always coming by my ring to cheer me on. And even when I was in Memphis at the Memphis Open, the group chat it kept popping off. Good luck, Kayla. Good luck, Kayla. You know,
Right.
show them how it's done in Paintland and everything. Everyone on the Immortals, yeah, that's I have so many people.
That's awesome. It sounds like you have a really good corner behind you, for sure.
Yes.
Well, Kayla, I'm not going to take any more of your time tonight. I appreciate you coming on and talking to us. I look forward to seeing you at the event this weekend. I know Josh looks forward to seeing you and your team this weekend. Um, like I said, I'm not going to ask for the call outs. I know we joked about that the other day at the tournament, but
Yeah.
I do look forward to seeing you uh, competing this weekend, and everyone else who's coming out to the Great Southeast Martial Arts Open. It's our TCT opener for the season, and I couldn't be more excited about it. It's going to be the first season with Josh Bailey at the helm as the president. I look forward to seeing what he's going to do this year with the circuit as a whole. I look forward to seeing what he's going to do with his event this weekend, and I look forward to seeing everybody there.
Guys, that was
Amen.
fantastic. Kayla, that trophy, that just like unlocked a lot of memories. That was really cool. I love seeing that. That was because that was my instructor's tournament. Rick and Nikki promoted the Great Southeast before I did, and then I took over the mantle and really wanted to make my own name at first and did Hub City Classics, and then he passed it on to me and told me to take the name and make it my own and keep it going, keep the legacy alive. And that's one thing that we're doing with TCT. We're taking the legacy, we're keeping it alive. These two that are on the screen with
Absolutely.
me, Kayla and Caleb, they, working with them, we're always sitting in the back of the judges' meetings because we're the coordinators, and we try to keep it together during these meetings, but a lot of times we end up making each other laugh a little too hard. Then we have to switch over to sending text messages to each other, sitting directly beside each other. Um, but these two work. They're workhorses. They get out there and coordinate like there's nobody's business. And this weekend, Kayla, you've got the complete break of coordinating, focus all on tearing up the divisions. And I can't wait to see you compete along with everybody else this weekend. As we got a bunch of surprises throughout the weekend that's going to happen. Some on Friday, some on Saturday. So I hope you guys are ready for an action-packed weekend. Just make some great memories, and we're going to set the energy level to a whole new level coming from TC director all the way over there, Caleb Addison, and putting some Pageland spice to it. And it's going to be a great weekend. Guys, thank y'all for joining us on the Champions Table. Anybody, do you have anything else to close out tonight, guys?
Josh, I think it's something I'm going to say at every single live we do. I think we need at least one black belt excellence before we close out.
So,
What?
hold on, Caleb. Hold on now.
I can tell Kayla didn't watch the last one.
We use, in our world of martial arts, we use black belt as a metaphor for excellence. Excellence. So black belt excellence in everything we do, not just martial arts, in promoting, in podcasting, in everything that we do. Black belt excellence.
Okay.
She's like, what did I get in? What did I get myself into?
I think it's funny for Kayla because just like me, she's getting all of that late visually because we're having to
That's
watch
true.
the stream.
I'm
There's a
not
delay.
getting anything visually. I'm still looking at the black screen.
Listen, and that's why we started a few minutes late, because I was trying to figure out why our screens kept going black. Like, they literally, I can see them, but they can't see each other. So they were literally just talking to the computer screen. What y'all did phenomenal. Great interview, great responses. Again, this weekend we're going to kick it off. Great season coming up, guys. Thank y'all for joining us, and we'll see you this weekend. Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you for having me.